Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavatveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Our reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 16th Adhyaya of Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. The description of the people with the divine tendencies and the demonical tendencies. And Sri Krishna he has told us in a great deal about the people with these demonical tendencies of the Asura type of people. How they behave, what are their traits, and what is their outlook towards life. Their outlook towards life is only the self-gratification and the sensual pleasures to be enjoyed. That is the only thing they know. And for that, they can go to any extent. For that, they need to accumulate wealth. They need to amass the wealth, even if it is by unjust means, even if it is by unfair means. They are not worried about it. They will earn the money, even by unjust means. And then they become so much arrogant, so much egotistic. They don't care to humiliate others. Why only humiliate? They don't even bother to slay others, those who come in the way of their enjoying those sense pleasures. And they are boastful about it. They say, I have slain and I will slay in future too. Whosoever comes in between me and my enjoyment of sense pleasures. That is how these people, they get into thinking highly about themselves, which is basically there is nothing high in that. They are only, they are getting into the downfall. They are getting into their own degeneration. They are leading to their own destruction for that matter. And to what extent? That they don't even pay any heed to the indweller who is there sitting inside those bodies. They don't have any clue that there is some Jivatman, there is the part of that Paramatman, the Lord himself, who is dwelling in their bodies, this temple-like body. And not only they have any clue, they even start hating that indweller. That's what Sri Krishna has told us. And they not only hate the indweller in their own bodies, but even the indweller in all other bodies. Because the Lord has told us that it is the Lord who dwells in all the beings in this creation. There is not a single being, whether animate, inanimate, whether moving, non-moving, not a single being which is devoid of the presence of the Lord inside. And these people, highly arrogant, highly haughty, the high-headed, and filled with all the conceit, filled with all the negatives, that they only surrender themselves to two things in this life. They surrender themselves to Kama and Krodha. That is the only two things that the two things that have a sway over these people. Kama is the desire to fulfill those lustful desires. And If those desires don't get fulfilled, there is nothing but krodha. So Sri Krishna told us that these people who are highly egotistic, ahankaram, who are powerful, balam, and who are haughty, who are high-headed, darpam, ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodham cha sanshritah. They have taken refuge in kama and krodha. These are the only two things they know. Kama, the fulfillment of sensual desires, the lustful desires, and if the desires are not fulfilled, krodha. So these people, they have surrendered themselves. They have taken shelter in these two things of kama and krodha. And having made this as their lifestyle, what happens? They fail to recognize the divinity. In fact, they have a divinity inside. In fact, they have the presence of the Lord inside. But they fail to recognize it, and instead they start hating it. Mamatma paradeheshu, I am who is there dwelling inside their bodies. Pratvishantaḥ, they start hating. And who are they? These people of the demonic tendencies. Sri Krishna has given an adjective to them here, abhyasuyakaha, the malicious people, the most dreaded people, the most unfortunate people, the most self-conceited people. These abhisuyakas, they start hating me dwelling in their heart. What more unfortunate thing these people they can land up into? And then Sri Krishna says that what is the outcome of this type of living? What is the hereafter for these people? There is no, they are so much with all these self-destructive things that they are doing. Getting into enjoyment of sensual pleasures, hoarding the wealth with all the unjust means, illegal means, the evil means, with all these things, constantly humiliating others, constantly tormenting others, even killing others who get into the way of their enjoying these sense pleasures, and start hating the Lord dwelling inside. What is the outcome of such a living? Now Sri Krishna is telling about that fall of these such people. What is the outcome? How do they undergo this ultimate destruction? Sri Krishna says, tānahaṃ dviṣataḥ krūrānsaṃsāreṣu narādhamān kṣipāmyajasramaśubhānāsurīṣveva yoniṣu. Sri Krishna says, tānahaṃ, I deal with these people. Tan is they. Aham, I deal with these people. Who are these people? Dviṣataḥ. These people who are dviṣataḥ, who are haters. Dvesha. They are filled with dvesha, dviṣataḥ. And krūrā. They are cruel. They are malicious. And saṃsāreṣu narādhamān. These are the adhamanara. Adhama is the worst kind of people in this creation, in this world. These cruel, these malicious, these worst kind of people in this world, I treat them. How I treat them now? Kṣipāmi. Kṣipāmi is I hurl them, I throw them. Once their time limit is over, once their time limit is over and the Jivatman then leaves the body, then what I do? I hurl these asura people, I hurl these people with the demonic tendencies. Where is they are being hurled by the Lord. Kṣipāmyajasramaśubhānāsurīṣveva. Ajastram is forever. Forever I hurl them. Forever I hurl them where? Ashubhan, the impurest. Like Ashuchi, the impurest. The Asuri eva yoniṣu. I hurl them again and again in those impurest worms of the demonical tendency again. It is not that these people, they will suddenly get onto the path of liberation. Sri Krishna says, these cruel people, these people with malice, these people with hatred filled with all other beings, and hatred for the Lord dwelling within them. I hurl them again and again and again, ajasraṣu, forever. Ajasraṣu, where I hurl them, where I throw them, asuriṣu yoniṣu, the worms of the demonical type. Sri Krishna had told us that while talking about the three gunas, those who are with sattva as a predominant, they find a very decent home where they can cultivate their spiritual tendencies and all that. Those who are with the rajas dominant at the time of death, what happens to them? Sri Krishna had told us that they will take birth in the families, in the surroundings, which will be conducive for their working, for their work. They will do a whole lot of works, good works, bad works, but then they are not as demonical like these people. But those with the tamas predominant, like these asuri tendencies, again and again they will find a place for the next birth which is conducive of doing all these kind of cruel things, all these kind of malicious things, all such things which are abhorred by normal beings, which are looked down upon by the normal beings. They will only take birth again and again and again in these kind of families, these kind of worms, which will encourage these demonical tendencies. So Sri Krishna says they are the most unfortunate ones. These cruel haters, worst among men in this world, I hurl these evil-doers forever into the worms of the demons only. There is no way out for them. They have to just rot in the hell, and in the impurest of the hell that Sri Krishna had told us. So this is the fate of the people with demonic tendencies, who are so much cruel to others, who are so much unjust to others. Transmigration into the high or the low is according to karma. Sri Krishna has clearly told us. If you do good, you end up good. If you do bad, you end up bad. If you do cruel, you end up being cruel again and again and again, and that will never let you see that enlightenment, see that illumination, that will never let you be one with the Lord. So it is nothing but ultimate suffering. And they may be thinking that, oh, they are enjoying the sense pleasures. But in reality, Sri Krishna says that is not so. They are nothing but suffering. And under that spell of delusion, they don't realize they are suffering. That is the most unfortunate thing of these people with the demonic tendencies, people with the asuri tendencies. Its continuity is kept up by the force of karma, which persists until the dawn of knowledge. So till they get that some inkling that, oh, the Lord is there is someone dwelling inside me, till they never get that kind of realization, till they don't get into that mode of seeker, the mumukshatva, they have to suffer, keep on suffering like this from one birth to another. And they have to be with those demonic qualities. Even they keep on picking up the worse qualities for that matter, whichever qualities Sri Krishna has enlisted here in the qualities, traits of the demonical ones. They keep on adding to that, and they cannot come out of that rut. They cannot come out of that hell, because they have closed their eyes to see anything. They have put themselves under that veil of darkness. They are just groping in the dark. They don't know what light is. But these people also can have illumination. The moment the Lord's grace, the moment the Lord's light falls on them. Once that light is there, then darkness just vanishes. And then there is some hope for these Asuri tendency people to get into that path of divinity. But till such time that light doesn't show on them, till such time that the presence of the Lord inside is not realized, even a small inkling of the thought, Lord is dwelling in me, till such time that thought is not there, they will have to suffer endless of time. Birth after birth, they have to suffer. And this is what Sri Krishna has actually told us, ajastram. Ajastram, forever they will be getting into the wombs of the demonical tendency. So Sri Krishna he's again cautioning us on this. Beware not to pick up any of those traits which are going to turn you into people like these demonical ways, these evil ways, these wretched ways. That is our teaching from this 19th Shloka that we read today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.